Anyone who doesn't think the government should have some say in regulating expected wages is probably a complete idiot. Strong minimum wages should be maintained, and whenever possible, the minimum wage should be identical to the living wage. There should be a mandatory living wage to every full-time worker out there. This isn't even socialist, it is just about having some sense of fairness and what is right. There is no reason that someone should work 9 to 5, 5 days a week and not make enough money to live a comfortable life. People talk about what is fair and what is deserved for their work. You cannot tell me some people deserve billions, while full-time workers do not even deserve what is needed to live a good life. If we have even a small sense of justice and fairness, we will understand the immorality of giving full-time workers anything but what they need to live a good life. To expect people who suffer and toil in miserable jobs to then go home and suffer in miserable lives where they struggle to survive is morally reprehensible and disgusting. Working full-time should be rewarded with a quality life worth living. Occasionally on this point the Conservative will talk about getting a better job, or perhaps how low-paying jobs are designed for young people, studying or still living at home, to introduce them to the workforce. Everyone will just climb the magical ladder and get a good wage. This is obviously absurd. The ladder exists, but there are some details that are inconvenient to the Conservative narrative. The vast majority of people, despite their best efforts, will have to sit on the lower rungs for their entire life, because the economy demands that countless people clean, stock shelves, manage cash registers, and do many more low-level, low-paid jobs. There is no moving up the rungs for many, meaning the lack of a good wage condemns them to a life of misery. This is extremely immoral. The ladder exists, but it is a joke. Some people are born on the top rungs, while others work harder than virtually anyone else and get stuck on the bottom for their entire life. The economy is not a magic meritocracy because it cannot be. Millions will always have to work these low-rung jobs. The economy needs these people to hold everything else up. Without its bottom rungs, a ladder is useless. Without cleaners, shelf stockers, factory workers, and all these other low-level jobs, the rich have nothing to build their wealth off of. The base is gone, and so are they. If millions are condemned to forever fill some of the most essential jobs in the modern economic structure, then they should be paid what they need to live a good life worth living. This is really the moral minimum. Anyone who opposes this hates lower-class workers and is a completely immoral human being. Condemning people to suffer for their whole life as they work tirelessly in essential jobs. This is only one level above slavery. It is appalling, and the only way to prevent such a cruel and immoral order is a strong minimum wage. That is the living wage.